In a similar way that gold is tested and purified, God purifies and tests our heart. Solomon says as much in Proverbs chapter 17, verse 3. He says, "The crucible for silver and the furnace for gold, but the Lord tests the heart." If you are familiar with how gold is tested, how it's purified, you have the raw material of gold, and it gets put into the furnace and into a fire. Extreme heat gets applied, and what happens is any impurity in that material, anything that's not gold, rises to the top, gets removed, and what's left is pure gold. I believe God does this within us in multiple ways, but one of those ways is by applying heat through things like trials, difficult circumstances, stressful situations. He wants to see what we are made of, pull out the things that shouldn't be there in those circumstances, and leave the things, or impart into us the things that should be. And that doesn't mean that God gives us those trials and difficulties and stressful circumstances. He may give us some, but not all of them come from God. Go read the book of Job to see what I'm talking about there. But God always is going to use those things. He's always using everything to our benefit to get out of us what he's wanting for his purposes. And so Peter, in the New Testament, his first letter, he's writing to a group of people going through suffering. And he says to them to take courage, because the faith that they are going to walk out of their trials with, the things that are happening and growing them through their trials, is worth far more than gold. He uses that exact example. And it's something that we should take courage in as well. It's very easy when you're going through something difficult, stressful, a trial, to go, why is this happening to me? God, what's going on here? Why does this have to happen to me? Woe is me. But it's a much healthier mind shift, instead of thinking those things, to go, okay, this is happening to me. It is the reality. So God, what are you trying to do in me? What are you trying to refine in me through this process? How am I reacting? How am I thinking? How am I posturing myself during this that shouldn't be, right? What needs to be removed and what needs to be replaced or remain? Something to think about as you go through trials. We're all going to experience them in life. We all do. And what we come out of is worth far more than gold, so Peter says. Proverbs today, day 16, chapter 17. I'll see you on the next one.